The Mustang Shelby GT350 is back, but not from Ford. The latest incarnation is a Shelby American project that comes with an upgraded suspension and up to 830 horsepower. Fresh off the announcement that Ford and RTR were collaborating on a hopped-up EcoBoost Mustang, we now have a new Shelby GT350 in the mix. It's very different from the last one, however. For starters, Ford isn't involved in the project. This is all Shelby, with some help from a Michigan-based company called Turn Key Automotive / Motorsports. As such, this car is simply called the 2025 Shelby GT350. All the exterior badging points to Shelby, and there's even more Shelby branding throughout the interior. Under the hood, supercharged models have Shelby Performance inscribed on the intake cover. Mustang, however, is still embossed on the plastic radiator cover. That's the other big difference from the previous GT350. Instead of a high-revving flat-plane crank V8, Shelby offers the new model in two flavors. The supercharged version gets a big Whipple bolted to the 5.0-liter Coyote engine, developing 810 horsepower. Or, you can opt for the naturally aspirated version, which soldiers on at Ford's rating of 480 horsepower. If this all sounds vaguely familiar, it's pretty much the same choice you get in the Shelby Super Snake. The only difference is that the Super Snake makes 830 horsepower. Actually, so does the GT350, provided you get the GT350 R model. It's a more aggressive version aimed at track use, though still street legal. Shelby bumps the power and adds a carbon fiber tub interior, an integrated roll cage, a fully adjustable suspension, Alcon racing brakes, and a plethora of other race car bits. This is where the collaboration with Turn Key Automotive / Motorsports comes into play. The company has a history with competition-spec vehicles and is working with Shelby American to build a dedicated track-only version for Trans Am racing. For the standard GT350, buyers can choose between a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, and the exhaust is upgraded. However, details regarding the suspension and aesthetic enhancements aren't shared. We increased horsepower by almost 70%, tuned the suspension, opened up the exhaust, smoothed the aerodynamics, and gave it more sex appeal, said Vince Laviolette, Vice President of Operations and Senior Designer at Shelby American. The styling is based on functionality, giving the Shelby GT350 a purposeful look. However, the suspension is still supple enough to drive every day without sacrificing comfort. Pricing isn't fully explained either. Shelby says the supercharged GT350 starts at $104,999, but costs for the naturally aspirated version or the GT350 aren't available. Production will be limited to just 562 units, matching the total production for the original Shelby GT350 in 1965. An additional 36 GT350 RS will be made, along with a limited number, built by other shops and distributors for markets outside the United States. Shelby says each car has a 3-year per 36,000-mile warranty and retains Ford's powertrain warranty. The cars will be sold through Shelby-authorized Ford dealers in the U.S. Both models will be available later this year.